How's it going, friends? Today is a very interesting day in cryptocurrency indeed. JP Morgan, quote, Bitcoin's biggest enemy, suddenly appears to be going all in on crypto. And this is important in a lot of ways for blockchain as a whole, but it is a big victory for Bitcoin and by extension a big Digibyte victory. The article goes on to say JP Morgan, the largest U.S. bank by assets, has been waging war of words with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for years. The Bitcoin price has swung wildly since JP Morgan chief executive Jamie Dimon called Bitcoin a fraud in September 2017, rising to around 20K per Bitcoin before crashing to under 4,000, as you remember history has shown. Now JP Morgan turbulent relationship with Bitcoin appears to be rapidly softening after the bank added its first crypto exchange customers, and Dimon reportedly hosted secret meetings with the boss of Bitcoin and crypto exchange, Coinbase. So this is pretty interesting. Definitely a breakthrough for Digibyte. Of course, Bitcoin profiting from this as well. And it will be very interesting to see. We also have a pretty crucial candle above 9,360. That's for May, which is interesting for innumerable reasons. In just a few minutes' time, Bitcoin will close May's price candle. Analysts say that this close will be crucial for indicating in which direction the cryptocurrency market heads. Now, I know I don't put much stock in these sort of indicators. I think the market's going to do what it has to do, but it has a lot to lend itself to the psychological aspect of it all, which I suppose we can't really ignore. Market psychology being important for the moment-to-moment price, if that's your thing to pay attention to. We've not had a monthly close above 9,360 in nearly 12 months. Rejections from this level have led to tests of 6K and eventually 3K, as you remember. The Black Thursday event. But I think that this is all small potatoes. Personally, I think that the potential for Digibyte and by extension the entirety of the cryptocurrency space is very much the future of technology. In other news, John McAfee calls his $1 million Bitcoin price prediction nonsense. It's funny. If Bitcoin ever hit 1 mil, its market cap would be greater than the GDP of the entire North American continent. But it is fun to dream. And who knows, maybe one day he'll be eating those words, unlike some other body part that he was planning on eating. But still, definitely interesting to pay attention to. I think we need to turn our attention to the more serious aspect of Digibyte, though. Of course, all the different aspects of, trading, protocol, and, the future of growth for Digibyte. But I think things look bullish in the cryptocurrency space as of currently. I'm very excited to see where we'll be watching things go in the time ahead. And I think, there are a lot of things to talk about, as far as DigiID, DigiAssets, the amount of time that Digibyte has existed as a big pull in the direction of where we could see a lot of these different assets, in particular blockchain. And, it is my honor to be able to make these videos for the Digibyte community, help spread the news, and help people gain awareness and education about the cryptocurrency space. And if you're a member of the Digibyte community, make sure that you share this video. Get the word out, or even share it to people who don't know about Digibyte. Share it to your grandma, because it is a very interesting paradigm shift that we're currently going through with digital assets, and by extension, we'll be seeing this paradigm shift trickle down to all sorts of businesses and economic and social governing entities as well. And just the fact that Digibyte exists and has lasted this long is arguably one of the most bullish characteristics about it. And that's obviously we could go down the list and talk about all the different credentials that Digibyte has for itself, but we'll save that for another video. It is interesting though to see this news, this JP Morgan news, though. It does show that the tide is turning. It does show that, of course, Bitcoin closing above the 9K at the end of the month now that we've reached the end of May, especially with all the turbulence that we've seen happening in all markets, the general bearish sentiment across the board. So, these different indicators do tell us something. And I suppose I'll leave that up to you in the comments to diagnose. But all that being said, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys comment down below and let us know. Of course, subscribe as always. And, I'll see you guys next video. Of course, remember, I'm not your dad. I'm not your financial advisor. I make these videos for purely educational purposes only. This is a very high risk, high volatility space. So make sure that you do your own research. But all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.